Okay, let's start with the prompt here. Here we need to support the team's conclusion. What is the conclusion? So these archaeologists and anthropologists and their colleagues investigated the domestication of farm animals in China during a certain time period. By analyzing the chemical composition of the bones of these animals, they determined that wild plants made up the bulk of their diets, while for the cattle, the diet was largely millet, which is cultivated by humans. Therefore, they concluded that the cattle were likely raised closer to human settlements, whereas the sheep and goats were allowed to roam further away. So, based on what they ate, they found that the cattle was raised closer to humans in blue there, whereas the sheep and the goats were eating wild plants. So it sounded like they were further away from the humans. So which answer supports that? So A, analysis of the animal bones showed that the cattle's diet also consisted of wheat, which humans widely cultivated. So the cattle, once again, eating wheat, which puts them close to the humans. So that's pretty good. B, investigation of the sheep and goat bones revealed that their diets consisted of small portions of millet as well. So if the sheep and goat are eating the millet, that would kind of go against it, because that would imply that the sheep and goat were being kept close to the humans, which is the opposite of what we read. C, the cattle diets require larger amounts of food and a greater variety of nutrients than do sheep and goat diets. Well, how much variety one of them requires compared to the other is kind of off topic, has nothing to do with what we read. D, the diets of sheep, goats, and cattle were found to vary based on what the farmers could grow. So once again, if the diet varied based on what the farmers were growing, that's kind of outside of the main point of the passage, which was talking about how the diet evidence showed that the cattle seem to have been kept closer to humans. So totally off topic on D. And the answer here is A.